Have you ever sat across from a therapist and they said, oh, you're just staying in that relationship because you're codependent? Mm-hmm. Codependent. Oh, yep. That's it. Ouch. Sting. Not easy to hear that. And most of the time it's not true. Stay with me in this video where I talk about how codependency is very misapplied to Cassandras and how that affects us and how it causes more harm than good. My name is Diana, Cassandra's sister, and this focuses on the non-autistic or neurotypical partner in a relationship with someone who is autistic, mostly has some comorbidities that causes the Cassandra syndrome. We will be invincible. I love that song. Okay, here we go. Let's dig in. I have my notes just in case. Mislabel. The easiest explanation people give when you're in a tough relationship, you're codependent. And I leave you with, okay, for one, most of us don't know what that means. Like, really know what that means. Like, wait, what? For me, many years I thought, I'm not eager to fix everybody. I don't want to fix everybody. Quite the contrary. I need some help. That's how I thought of codependency for a long time. There's a lot more to it. And how it's misapplied to Cassandra sisters, to women struggling with Cassandra syndrome, is really bad. It's not good. It leads us down the wrong path to healing. Scary, because we need a lot of help. Quick interruption. I want to tell you the story, like I promised from the first video, about what my first introduction was to codependency. I was listening to a video on a very wonderful Facebook group, and it was a woman helping us in our neurodiverse relationships. And she said something that stuck with me. She said, all women in these neurodiverse relationships who are non-autistic are codependent. And that's what got me thinking about that, because I didn't really believe that. So I'm thankful because it really fueled me to learn more. So many of the times we are struggling to do everything in our relationship because we have to carry the weight. Our partner will most likely not know, the social norms, the stuff that goes on with someone who has ASD. It's really difficult to get the birthdays right and have that nuance, have that understanding that these are important things. So if you have a family and holidays, you carry all the weight because your partner's not showing up. It's not that you like the dysfunction of it. That's codependency. You're just carrying the weight because you're the only one there to do it. Have you ever found yourself kind of speaking up for your partner, for your ASD partner, and saying, well, he didn't mean to do it, or he didn't do it? In codependency, that's what happens when somebody is sticking up for their partner who's alcoholic, or they may make excuses for them. We're not making excuses. We're just trying to make things flow a little better. Her ASD partner won't be there emotionally, so she does have to carry that weight. She does have to often speak for him. So the reason people misuse the word, and especially in therapists, because it's just this nice little word to put on someone who is managing everything in a relationship. And they don't look at the neurodiverse relationship side of it, or they just don't know to look at that part of it. That you have to do those things for your partner. You're not doing them because you're trying to lead the show and cover up the dysfunction, or you're addicted to the dysfunction and having to fix everything. You're actually literally having to do everything. It's very confusing for people that do not understand the neurodiverse relationship. The neurotypical non-autistic partner is not addicted to the dysfunction. They're just having to carry the weight. I can't say it enough. So, how mislabeling really hurts us the most is that, again, we're told we're broken. One of the most difficult things for a Cassandra sister, for someone dealing with Cassandra syndrome is that most of the time, in most therapy sessions, in most people even working with neurodiverse relationships, it's constantly put on the partner that we have to do the heavy lifting. We have to do most of the work. And yes, I will say that a lot of that's true. We need to do that. But to be slapped on a label like codependency, that we're broken, that something's wrong with us, it's not true. It's not fair. And it actually compounds the anger that we as Cassandra sisters develop in a non-emotional, non-reciprocal relationship that we go through. It just compounds the problem. Another thing that, if you just slap on the word codependency to someone struggling with Cassandra syndrome, it causes them to shut down. The worst, the backwards, if you go backwards to healing Cassandra syndrome, is to not talk about it. That's going backwards. It'll make things worse. It'll bring in more shame. It'll bring in more anger. And you don't want to talk about it if you're the broken one. You're going to hide. If you really feel like you have the pathology, that you're codependent and you have to fix your problem, that's not going to help you to heal Cassandra syndrome. Because you stop talking about what is actually going on in your relationship. So here's the Cassandra reality check. Cassandras are very capable, loving, wonderful women. They take care of the family. They hold down the fort. And if they're over-functioning, if they're overdoing it, it's their survival strategy. They have to do it. It's not codependence. It's survival. That's different. For example, if your partner shuts down, you're going to start over-explaining. Start trying to figure it out. Start thinking of ways to say it differently. And that's not codependent. That's not trying to fix him. It's just trying to get things done. It's always trying to get things done. We have to do it ourselves. We have to be in control or nothing gets done. That's not pathology. That's necessity. So when you hear the word codependent, I want you to ask yourself, are you enabling your partner's addiction, or are you surviving an emotionally starved relationship? The second one is true for us Cassandras. The distinction matters because the wrong label leads to the wrong healing path. When you hear codependent, a therapist may tell you, detach, detach, detach. You have to detach because you're codependent. Most Cassandras are already detached. We're emotionally starved. Our partner doesn't give us that emotional reciprocity. We're already detached. It's so different. The work is about healing neglect, not treating an addiction pattern. So when someone throws codependent your way, it doesn't automatically apply. Your pain is real. Your survival strategies make sense. And that word, labeling you as being the problem, causes more harm. In the next episode, we're going to dive into the specific differences of the classic codependency and the Cassandra experience. This is going to be a good one, and it'll make it very clear what that difference is. Stick with me, and I'll see you in the next one.